He's got one in the tree line.
Oh. Hot grain. Hot grains. Let's go. There could be a fire. Yep. Oh my God.
From reports of UFO sightings to encounters with shape-shifting entities, Skinwalker Ranch has earned its reputation as a paranormal hotspot. But amidst the whispers of otherworldly phenomena, one discovery stands out among the rest, sending shockwaves through the scientific community and sparking an urgent evacuation. Dr. Travis Taylor's groundbreaking revelation has forced us to confront the possibility that there's more to Skinwalker Ranch than meets the eye. Join us as we unravel the mysteries and separate fact from fiction. The Utes, the Navajo, and the Shermans. In 1776, Franciscan missionary Silvestre Valles de Escalante wrote of a strange encounter while camping at El Rey. He saw odd fireballs in the night sky while tending to his campfire, sparking local folklore. The Ute tribe, who shaped the Uinta Basin and its traditions, lived there long before European settlers came. Navajo culture is the source of the macabre Skinwalker folklore. Skinwalker means, by means of it, it goes on all fours, in Navajo, depicting evil witches who can shift into animals or humans. The concept of skinwalkers, rooted in Navajo legend, remains mysterious and terrifying to outsiders. Skinwalkers are feared for their evil activities and supernatural powers in Navajo culture. They supposedly prowl the earth, causing devastation and terrifying victims. The Skinwalker legend inspires horror and cautionary stories. One narrative involves the Uinta Basin and Skinwalker Ranch. The Shermans bought the ranch in 1994 to escape to the country. They had no idea that their ideal vision would soon turn into a nightmare of unexplained events and terrifying encounters. The Shermans first encountered the supernatural when a huge wolf prowled their yard one night. Startled by the creature's appearance, Terry Sherman grabbed his gun and fired several shots, but they had no effect. The wolf fled into the darkness, leaving just the confused onlookers. This eerie experience started a series of unexplained events for the Shermans at the property. Otherworldly lights danced over the night sky, lighting the landscape. Crop circles appeared in their fields without explanation. Disembodied voices seemed to stalk the air. The most upsetting part was that their cattle were mutilated with surgical precision. Shaken by unexplained activity, the Shermans reluctantly left the ranch. 2 years after buying the property, they sold it to escape the uncertainty. The property was dubbed Skinwalker Ranch, once its creepy reputation spread, reinforcing its mysterious intrigue. A local reporter heard Terry and Gwen Sherman's terrifying claims of UFO sightings, too. Robert Bigelow and National Institute for Discovery Science. Las Vegas real estate tycoon. Robert Bigelow bought Skinwalker Ranch for $200,000 after the shocking story broke. Who would you buy a creepy place? Bigelow was a unique buyer. He loved UFOs and supernatural things. Just a year earlier, he launched the National Institute for Discovery Science to investigate these riddles. He realized his dream when Skinwalker Ranch reached the market. However, skeptics doubt. They believe Bigelow's sellers told most of the ranch's ghost stories. Could they have made up stories to hook him? This intriguing notion has a catch. The Shermans didn't profit from the sale. They charged standard prices, not paranormal jackpots. Did Bigelow's crew find any shocking secrets? Like the Shermans, they witnessed strange things. Strange critters with glowing eyes and bloodless cow crime scenes were found. Despite their high-tech gear, they uncovered no proof. There was no extraterrestrial autopsy table or smoking gun. After years of trying, they gave up in 2004, leaving Skinwalker's secrets unsolved. But the narrative continues. Skinwalker Ranch was bought again in 2016 by a group determined to solve the case. They continued monitoring to finally reveal the truth. Brandon Fugal and the History Channel. Adamantium Real Estate bought Skinwalker Ranch in 2016. Bigelow handed over the land after 4 years. In 2020, Utah real estate star Brandon Fugal became the mysterious owner. He disclosed ideas for a History Channel reality show called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. Fugal and a team of experts use science to solve the ranch's mysteries, which range from technical failures to mysterious illnesses and a spooky ambiance. The investigations raise the question, why do gadgets malfunction? Causes of unexplained illnesses? Fugal and his team continue to investigate Skinwalker Ranch's mysteries. Other scary sightings. After the ranch was sold, Bigelow's National Institute for Discovery Science scientist Colm Kelleher saw a big humanoid entity spying on the study team from a tree on March 12, 1997. In Hunt for the Skinwalker, he described the creature as 50 yards away, watching the crew from a 20-foot tree. The large creature that lay motionless, almost casually in the tree, Kelleher recalled. The beast's presence was only indicated by the unblinking eyes penetrating yellow light as they stared fixedly back into the light. The thing vanished after Kelleher rifled it. Then I noticed it. A single visible oval track about 6 inches wide embedded firmly in the snow. A single huge snow print with 2 pointed claws emerging from the back and continuing 2 inches deeper was exceptional. It resembled a bird of prey or raptor print, but it was big and in the form of a heavy beast. Some have called human-like entities skinwalkers, a shape-shifting Navajo figure, after repeated sightings. Like werewolves, Navajo skinwalkers are malevolent witches who can turn into any creature. But Sherman's family ranch was 400 miles north of the Navajo Nation. It bordered Ute land. According to historian Sandra Jones, author of Being and Becoming Ute, the Utes and Navajo had a tense relationship. It was not friendly, Jones claims. The aggressive Navajo took captives, including Ute slaves. The Navajo tried to advance into Ute territory at Pagosa Springs and Durango, causing conflict. The ranch makes sense in Ute lore, even though skinwalkers don't. Bottle Hollow, a 420-acre Ute reservoir close to the property that was filled with fresh water by federal order in 1970, has seen other unusual sightings. A police officer witnessed a big light fall into the reservoir and then fly into the night in 1998. 4 young non-Indian men on the reservoir observed a blue-white orb entering the artificial lake one night in 2002. The hunt for the skinwalker said the glowing ball dove into the water a few feet from the shore and emerged seconds later as a shimmering, maneuverable, belt-shaped shaft of light. After performing a brief writhing aerial dance, the belt of light zipped away at a high rate of speed, hugging the ground before disappearing below the top of Skinwalker Ridge. The supernatural in Bottle Hollow fits Utes' belief. Jones claims Utes used springs and streams as negative power reserves. Evil sprites would come from the sea and take you in. Other local tales. Skinwalker Ranch residents have told diverse stories over the years, yet they share several unshakable traits. Most notable is their deep belief that what they're witnessing is real. Many locals agree. Since the 1950s, hundreds of UFOs and unexplained events have been reported in the Uinta Basin, not just at Skinwalker. Ranch neighbors have seen bright lights in the sky, often like doorways or portals. Others report massive flying objects. Cattle mutilations are prevalent. Neighbors have seen cows that look to have been struck by lightning without any signs of burnt earth. One group reported finding their car relocated without tire tracks in the desert sand after searching for UFOs one night. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch transports viewers to a world of mysteries and enigmas. The series follows a crew of brave investigators and skeptics on the 500-acre Skinwalker Ranch as they investigate paranormal activity and UFO sightings. The crew, led by ranch owner Brandon Fugel and aerospace engineer Travis S. Taylor, uses ground-penetrating radar to find ionizing radiation, dire wolves, and livestock mutilations. From UFO sightings to a human bone found in a hidden crypt, each episode offers a thrilling investigation. SETI scientist Seth Shostak and writer Linda Moulton Howe guest star in the series, which explores the unknown. Travis Taylor reveals his secret function as a top scientist in Season 4, adding suspense. Anyone fascinated by the universe's mysteries should watch The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch for its intrigue, scientific research, and shocking revelations. Travis Taylor and UFOs. The 2021 UFO report by the US government failed to explain most sightings, leaving people confused. Travis Taylor's claim of running the study as chief scientist was revealed. During his appearances on Ancient Aliens and The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, former Department of Defense astronomer and reality TV celebrity Taylor has made bold claims concerning UFOs and paranormal events. This surprised scientific doubters who worried about Taylor's supernatural views. Taylor's statements about UFOs and paranormal encounters are disputed despite his several advanced science degrees and defense contractor expertise. Critics question why federal authorities gave him such a significant role in UFO research. NASA's funding of a UFO pilot project, and Congress's order for the Pentagon to establish a UFO office and issue annual reports show the growing interest in UFOs. Academic interest in UFOs has grown, as Harvard University astronomer Avi Loeb founded the Galileo Project to search the skies for them. Taylor's participation in the government's UFO inquiry raises problems regarding science and magic. Taylor and other unorthodox UFO researchers challenge scientific paradigms. Travis's experience at the ranch. The Skinwalker Ranch staff was excited about their biggest venture, Imagine a crew of eager Lock precision rocket experts and new Salt Laser Squad laser experts launching rockets and lasers into the sky. Their curiosity originated from laser beams appearing to bend and twist in midair as if hitting an imaginary barrier. They wanted to go big with bigger rockets, stronger lasers, and powder to produce clouds to make laser phenomena more visible. Their aim? An unusual sky spot with strange readings and behavior. Using multi-100-watt laser space cannons, they targeted the strange area. There was excitement when the countdown approached 0, but a horrible twist of fate occurred. As it was about to launch, the rocket exploded with a roar and a light on the launch pad. Despite this setback, the crew persevered and refused to allow one mistake to derail their purpose. With determination, they regrouped and carefully inspected the remaining rockets to ensure every component was in perfect shape. Adrenaline and a shared purpose kept them working for days. Finally, the relaunch day arrived, and the rockets launched off the launch pad with loud roars, completing their mission. One rocket deviated off track, denying explanation, ending their victory. To add to the enigma, their cameras filmed a fast-moving object that appeared where their lasers were pointing and behaved unlike any known aircraft before disappearing. The crew was confused and unsure of what they had seen as the scientific experiment turned into a UFO experience. Moreover, the oddity continued. After the rocket's unexpected diversion, its cameras showed a fast-moving object directly where their lasers were directed. This item went too fast and vanished into thin air, unlike any satellite or airplane. Some crew members thought it came via a portal or similar event due to its abrupt presence and disappearance. An elaborate rocket and laser show became a UFO sighting with weird flying objects. The crew wondered if they had seen a portal open or if their equipment had attracted this strange aerial phenomenon. The ranch's most important and intricate scientific experiment was about to begin. The team relied on the rocket sensors to reveal the anomaly they were studying. Failure to deliver by the sensors was a major blow. However, they weren't ready to quit. With backup rockets, the squad continued. One more rocket was launched in hopes of greater luck. At 2,000 to 3,000 feet, everyone watched in bewilderment as the rocket suddenly deviated from course and then malfunctioned. Something else drew their attention among the pandemonium. An unexplained aerial phenomenon appeared above the ranch. It flew through the air at amazing speed, defying physics. The team caught it on camera, but it vanished before they could interpret it. Could this strange thing be related to the anomaly they were investigating? A natural atmospheric phenomenon? A technological artifact? Or something else? The object's rapid emergence and escape left the researchers with more questions than answers. Despite difficulties, the team persevered to discover Skinwalker Ranch's mysteries. They used high-tech 3D scanning to map the ranch. Technologist Pete Kelsey returned to scan the region using drone photogrammetry, taking hundreds of high-definition photographs to produce a thorough model. One strange 3D model showed a phantom structure that appeared to be just over 100 feet into the sky. The team contacted the software vendor to determine the cause. Further examination revealed more oddities surrounding a large ranch stone circle. As they examined the data, the researchers suspected portals on the ranch were responsible for these anomalies. This possibility expanded their investigation, increasing their desire to find the truth. Teams realized they couldn't do it alone. They hired specialists like former Governor Herbert and investigative journalist George Knapp. They discussed the findings and future stages of their study. Later on, Pete, a team member, presented a survey-derived 3D model at a formal conference. This model showed a mysterious solid structure in the sky. Despite intensive efforts, this structure remained unexplained, underscoring the need for a multidisciplinary approach to ranch mysteries. Understanding the significance of the phenomena they were studying, the team knew their research might change reality and history. To protect their data, they stressed thorough and exact exploration as they prepared for the following phase. Their experiences with documented occurrences changed their perspective on what was possible, inspiring their desire to solve Skinwalker Ranch's riddles. The researchers acknowledged the fortitude needed to explore such mysterious themes, hoping that comprehending the occurrences could reveal some truths about our universe and reality. For almost a century, Skinwalker Ranch has been a hub for strange sightings and incidents. The team investigated these strange events to find the truth. One evening, as they neared the ranch, a weird object in the sky caught their attention. This incident started a series of exceptional events that tested the team's resolve and resourcefulness. In weeks that followed, a young, healthy cow was found dead under inexplicable circumstances. The cow's seemingly normal condition earlier that day, and the lack of footprints or signs of struggle made the scenario even more confusing. The team also encountered technical issues, with their phones behaving strangely and registering a worrisome radiation increase. Consulting with experts and studying CCTV footage of the cow's death indicated the existence of a dark object floating above the animal when it died. Dr. Taylor's team launched a rocket equipped with scanning instruments in response to these episodes, hoping to elicit additional activity. To their surprise, they identified a 1.6 GHz radio frequency signal, along with an unexpected audio signal, indicating an effort at communication from an unknown source. However, their efforts to acquire more data were often hampered by unexplained technical mishaps, such as gadget shutdowns and rocket launch failures. Despite these difficulties, the crew was able to record a film of an unexplained aerial phenomenon interacting with their equipment, adding to the evidence that something or someone was purposefully obstructing their data collection attempts. They even invited astronomers to use high-powered telescopes to investigate the skies over the ranch, but their equipment failed when pointed at specific regions of interest, such as the triangle. Undeterred, the team continued their inquiry, seeing odd behavior in the ranch's cattle and detecting the same 1.6 GHz signal that had been a defining feature of their meetings. Their efforts culminated in the discovery of a huge spherical unexplained aerial phenomenon, the most definitive and noteworthy observation to date. In order to better understand these occurrences, the team undertook an unusual experiment employing ancient prayers, which resulted in the formation of a circular vortex and remarkable temperature shifts documented by thermal imaging. Dr. Taylor had always been skeptical of implausible explanations for strange happenings. However, even he couldn't deny the evident presence of something unusual during the experiment. The results revealed a phenomenon limited to specific altitudes, influencing GPS equipment in ways consistent with earlier unusual energy readings. This only served to heighten the mystery surrounding the mysterious Skinwalker Ranch. The Skinwalker Ranch, located in the great expanse of Utah's countryside, had developed a reputation for unexplained energy spikes and paranormal phenomena. Within this strange backdrop, an intriguing operation unfolded, capturing the attention of experts and amateurs alike. The squad, which included former U.S. military personnel, was not your typical set of detectives. Jason Turner and Gary Voorhees, who were engaged in the well-publicized 2004 Tic Tac UFO encounter, had impressive credentials. Their aim was to drop GPS units into an area known for anomalous occurrences and investigate the weird aerial phenomena that appeared to plague the area. The team set off on their expedition armed with cutting-edge equipment, including Jeremy's vehicle, Osiris, which was outfitted with a variety of advanced instrumentation such as 360 cameras, magnetometers, and gyroscope. The expectation was that Osiris would considerably improve their ability to detect and evaluate odd events in the sky. The experiment began with the launch of a rocket attached to a smoke bomb, which was meant to detect any disruptions in its course that could indicate the presence of the unexplained anomaly over the ranch. However, just as the rocket was about to launch, all of Osiris's systems abruptly went down, leaving the team perplexed and trying to fix the problem. Undeterred by the setback, the team went on, preparing a second rocket. However, as they attempted to launch, Osiris's systems failed again, producing an error just before the countdown reached 0. This recurring failure, especially with fully tested equipment, was surprising and frightening. Despite the technical obstacles, the crew persisted in its trials, expecting to obtain a glimpse of the elusive phenomenon they were seeking. Then, during one of the launches, something remarkable occurred. They not only saw a thing with their naked sight, but it also looked very similar to the Tic Tac unexplained aerial phenomena observed by Navy personnel in 2004. This observation, which was apparent without the use of cameras or tools, was a key moment for the team, demonstrating the existence and physical character of these occurrences. The operation at Skinwalker Ranch, which was riddled with difficulties and unexplained events, concluded with a revolutionary discovery. The crew had witnessed an unexplained aerial phenomenon. Currently, the team is working with pilot Kendra Hart to conduct flights above the ranch to collect additional data. A crew is currently coordinating with pilot Kendra Hart on data-gathering flights above the ranch. Their purpose is to investigate unusual situations previously recorded, such as an unexplained object beneath a helicopter and GPS problems. Kendra flew a Cessna equipped with sophisticated gear to collect data over a specific rural region. The flight followed a regular grid pattern at changing heights across a triangle region, where these abnormalities were discovered. This was Kendra's first time exploring the ranch's airspace, and it required careful planning. Upon launch, the aircraft was outfitted with GPS trackers, radiation detectors, and analytical instruments to detect and document abnormalities between 2,500 and 5,000 feet above land. Ground-based staff used modern monitoring tools to trace the aircraft's journey, hoping to create a 3D picture of the aerial anomaly. Unexpectedly, Despite the plane communicating its coordinates, the tracking systems failed to recognize its presence, a difference not seen with other aircraft in the area. Despite the issues with the ADS-B technology, Eric and Kendra continued their aerial survey, flying at the scheduled elevations over the ranch. The ground team remained confident about gaining valuable insights from the GPS data. ADS-B, or Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, is an aviation device that transmits real-time data on an aircraft's location, speed, and other crucial information to air traffic controllers and surrounding planes. It is a critical component of the next-generation air transportation system, which aims to improve the safety and effectiveness of air traffic management. This incident adds to the ranch's enigmatic reputation, which is defined by inexplicable occurrences and the intricacies of experimental research in the surrounding area. Travis and his crew launched an investigation into the enigmatic Triangle region, which is known for its strange happenings. The Salt Lake Astronomical Society's Richard Tinney, Chuck Hartz, and David Moulton worked together to methodically record the anomaly using high-resolution telescopes. Their idea was to fire rockets above the triangle to detect unexplained aerial phenomena. The group and astronomers prepared for the rocket launches around nightfall, using telescopes to record the events. Despite their diverse backgrounds, the astronomers encountered significant operational challenges. Given the equipment's reliability, the sophisticated telescopes they used couldn't synchronize with the celestial bodies above the anomaly, which was surprising and difficult. The scientists used a military-grade laser pointer to calibrate the telescopes in a novel move to circumvent these challenges. After this alteration, the laser's path seemed to bend, shrink, or break into numerous pieces when aimed through the triangle, suggesting an invisible creature or atmospheric distortion. Despite these strange finds, the crew continued their rocket launches to learn more about the triangle's secrets, including the adjacent Cattle's Bolt, which signaled potential unseen environmental changes, like a natural anomaly detector. As the trial progressed, they saw a big spherical object flying without navigation lights. It moved erratically and vanished. Additionally, the detectors detected a mysterious signal at 1.6 gigahertz, a frequency previously associated with unexplained aerial phenomena encounters. Travis Taylor and his team are investigating Skinwalker Ranch's unexplained phenomenon. They've hired retired Army Colonel John Alexander, who has investigated odd livestock and transmissions, to help them. Alexander provides expertise and insight to the team, having participated in a broad Robert Bigelow-funded probe 2 decades previously. The team is intrigued by a 1.6 gigahertz signal that may be linked to their weird happenings. This signal has piqued their interest in Alexander's study group's dimensional gateway theory. This theory suggests these phenomena are linked to extraterrestrial channels, sparking the team's interest in future investigation. To undertake their inquiry, Taylor and his team planned an evening experiment at Homestead 2 Dar, launching a rocket to trigger and monitor any unusual events. Despite a hiccup with the rocket's parachute not correctly releasing, the experiment continued, and they soon detected the elusive 1.6 gigahertz signal again. This discovery strengthens their theory on how it relates to the strange events that occurred the next day. Eric, another member of the crew, examined the security footage and discovered an odd object. This thing, with its own behavior and movement, appeared to operate independently of natural components such as the wind, implying the possibility of an unexplained aerial phenomenon. This revelation, together with the ongoing detection of the 1.6 gigahertz signal, fueled the team's curiosity and determination to uncover the mysteries surrounding Skinwalker Ranch. Between 2010 and 2016, Chris Bartell, an ex-military officer, collaborated with Robert Bigelow and the Defense Intelligence Agency to investigate the mystery surrounding Skinwalker Ranch. Bartell was instrumental in both acquiring the property and uncovering its many mysteries and hidden realities. In a recent collaboration with Travis Taylor's group, which included Thomas Winterton, Bartell took a deep dive into his breadth of knowledge, highlighting a prominent location known as the Triangle. The Triangle, known for earlier searches and unusual discoveries, is where they discovered a hidden depression resembling a cavern. This discovery piqued interest due to long-standing tales of subsurface conduits and facilities on the ranch. To aid their search, the crew used a drone equipped with a thermal imaging camera, piloted by tech specialist Pete Kelsey, to detect suspected subsurface gaps using thermal variants indicating caves. They also used smoke bombs, a simple yet effective technique for tracking airflow and revealing hidden tunnels. The thermal camera detected cooler temperatures around the purported cave's entrance, implying a subterranean chamber. Initially spreading smoke from multiple locations, the smoke was unexpectedly sucked into the soil, implying a large, subterranean expanse working similarly to a vacuum. This unexpected finding led the scientists to speculate on the existence of a sophisticated network of unexplored caves beneath Skinwalker Ranch. The data gained highlighted the importance of a more in-depth investigation, which may necessitate excavation to really understand the scale and features of these subterranean phenomena. Given the possible risks of modifying Skinwalker Ranch's landscape, the crew agreed that any further digging or drilling would require government authorization. Other suspicions and how to visit. There's a lot of chatter about what's going on at Skinwalker Ranch, and some of it is quite wild. But with all the unusual incidents, it's difficult not to wonder what's going on. Theory number 1 contends that people are simply fabricating stories to gain money, but that thought isn't really thrilling. So let's move on to something more engaging. The second most prevalent theory is aliens. Perhaps alien visitors are responsible for the bizarre lights, flying objects, strange noises, and even livestock injuries. Why would they keep it a secret? Perhaps they are filming their own reality program. Theory number 3 puts a spin on the alien concept. Instead of arriving from another planet, some believe the strange substance is from another dimension or universe. It may seem far-fetched, but it could explain why the sky occasionally appears to be full of portals. Theory number 4 is a mind-bender. A scientist believes that seismic activity may be interfering with people's minds, causing them to perceive things. It's a little out there, yet some people believe it's the most plausible explanation because it uses large words. Can you visit Skinwalker Ranch? No, it's private property, therefore you'll need an invitation. And trying to sneak in? Forget it. Security is tight. However, there is a neighboring campground that offers UFO excursions, so you might catch a glimpse. Whether you see flying saucers or not, a visit to Winta Basin is worthwhile for the breathtaking scenery and pleasant folks. Utah might be the best destination to visit, regardless of where you come from. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more exciting ones.